It also kind of makes me think that if William Afton considers Garrett as his victim somewhat.
Oh, maybe the reason they only left Garrett's toy is because Garrett is the only like actual like biological kid to William as part of the animatronic family.
Yeah, exactly. Like Garrett is basically part of the animatronic family. And I think this is like shown like via through Oswald experience. That season more
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Like with the like William can influence Garrett like he does with the missing children.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of does make sense why the
maybe.
animatronics like so differently with Oswald and Into the Pit, despite the fact that they don't really attack children. They seem to be more supportive of Yellow Rabbit.
I do kind of wish they kept in the Baby and Michael references, though, because it not only looked cool, but it would have made it more clear what the intention was.
Yeah, I would think so, yeah, probably because it also kind of makes sense with how, like, you know, it seems to also be connected to, like, the fur push in William Afton.
Yeah.
I think it would make sense under canon, like, why just be Garrett, though.
Yeah.
It also kind of would connect to the Toy Sugar cutscenes to where William Afton keeps toy victims.
But yeah, I 100% believe Garrett by victim now.
Yeah.
Yeah, why? And that Garrett is basically considered as like Afton victim, I think. Obviously, a few people probably would disagree on that, but I think William would consider Garrett as like as part of his family, but he would consider Garrett like as the part of the victims breed. That's why Charlie First is more better.
Also, do you know about the mini game with the dog?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, the Andrew minigame?
Oh, people are debating whether it's Andrew or I think it's Greg personally.
Yeah, I think it's Greg. I mean, it's towards Andrew being like the seventh victim. I think it's because Greg is going to the memory of missing children and Andrew to the point where trigger like Andrew.
Wait, Greg does that?
I don't know.
People think it's meant to represent after the story Fetch, and because it says the see you thing, and it's just meant to represent that Fetch killed Greg after the story and stuff.
Oh, why did he kill Greg? Because because Fetch was like loyal to him, right?
Yeah, but I guess the ending does kind of imply an ominous message and stuff to him. So, I guess, I don't know, maybe he turned on him at that point.
Weird.
I mean, probably, considering exactly that Greg does have nightmares of Andrew chasing the dog, and also like really laughed and as the faceless man.
And and people think that the different things are what are they? They think that the collecting the balloons represents the 6 kids and stuff.
Oh, really?
And it's kind of meant to show that, like, you know, there's the 5 Cassidy, and then there's Andrew and stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I think William tried to not like make Andrew remember that reason. Andrew remembered that. I heard him. They don't remember the reason why.
See, here's the thing, though. There's that minigame. The reason why people think it may have been such a weird way of depicting Fetch is because it was a repurposed from a minigame about something else. See, what the minigame originally was, like, holy shit. It wasn't Greg or Andrew, whatever you want to think he is. It was Vanny.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Vanny?
And it was Vanny, and the balloons weren't balloons, they were kids.
Oh.
And Fetch wasn't Fetch, it was William Afton, the purple guy.
Oh. Alright.
And basically, she collects a bunch of kids, and she takes them to William, and he says, "Good girl," and then she leaves the room and breaks down crying, and then he gets mad and attacks her.
What?
Oh,
my God,
is that showing like Vanessa's relationship with Glitch Trap?
Definitely.
it could be showing her relationship with the glitch trap and maybe the missing kids and stuff. Or people think it could, or at least my first impression was that it was meant to imply Vanessa Afton, and that years when William was still alive, he like forced her to do shit for him and like get kids for him and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I do believe Vanessa Afton. Like, I think there's stuff like in Security Breach and AR that like really imply it, and then the movie just having that be the case is kind of like the capstone.
I think.
Yeah, and also I want to talk about the movie situation. Since the movie situation kind of seems to be falling for like the fourth closet, and yet even though we still all agree that Olivia is like William Child in both the case because it's shown like in the fourth closet as well. So wouldn't that be the same case in the movie?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways,
if that's the case, if that is the case, but that's what the minigame is implying, I can understand why they maybe changed it, because one, she doesn't look like Vanessa, she looks like Vanny, so that would imply the Vanny costume was made long before the glitch trap shit, and that's already really confusing.
Oh.
And then on top of that, you know, she probably would be too young at the time to do that, and then on top of that, it would imply there was a third missing children incident, which the implications of that I don't even want to think about.
Hey guys, my
So I can understand if they cut that.
I mean, isn't that technically true in Security Breach though?
Yeah, no, I'm talking
guys,
about in the past, like before William
grandpa's here.
Oh, okay, in that case, yeah.
Oh, your grandpa's here?
Oh,
Yep.
cool.
Alright, well, have a good time with your grandpa.
Guy who helped me with the search and rescue stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Have a good time with him.
Oh, I know.
Tell him I said happy birthday.
Of course.
Oh, and another thing, people think another reason it could have been cut, especially if it is meant to not imply, especially if it is meant to be a metaphor for like glitch trapped and stuff and things like that, is the fact that they made it look like
guys, say hi to my
guy
grandpa.
instead of glitch trap.
Hello, Grandpa.
Hi. Hello.
Hi, sorry. These people I was in the meeting with. Hello, guys, say hi to my grandpa.
Hi.
Hey, Vincent's grandpa.
How you doing?
Okay, bye guys. Bye.
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 I'm gonna.
Bye. But yeah, no, people think it's because if it is meant to be a metaphor for glitch trap, the fact they depicted glitch trap as William, they think could potentially be used as glitch Afton evidence, and they were like, no, this is a bad idea. Let's not do that.
Yeah, they had the false Scott for it. Like, okay, no, Scott does not want to apply glitch Afton. Screw that. We're not doing this.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the whole glitch Afton thing was supposed to be like a red herring.
I mean, it probably makes sense.
Like, I'm sure
Into the Pit Spring Bonnie with him saying lines of "I always come back and I'm still here." It's just him popping at it.
Actually, now I'm wondering if we were supposed to find out, like, when Security Breach came out, that, like, Glitch Trap wasn't William.
I mean,
Yeah.
And then just, because Scott didn't, like, convey it well to Steelwolf, that's where things went wrong, probably.
I mean, it probably makes sense. Sorry, go
Also,
on.
even if it is meant to be William in the past, and Vanessa in the past, the fact that she's dressed as Vanny, people probably still would have thought it would have implied glitch Afton anyway, because, oh, it's implying she had a past with William, and he made her do stuff then, so that's probably meant to tell us that he's the same one doing it to her now, and making her use the costume and stuff. Yeah, no.
Yeah, and also, basically, I also did remember exactly that Glitch Out is all about, like, mimicking the past. I mean, he's literally mimicking, like, William McCon at Pizza Party. He's mimicking Cape Girl voice. He also has, like, the Tears of Girl, which I think could point, like, possession. But at the same time, though, there was, like, teasers that also show Glitch Trap originating from, like, a head, from, like, a endoskeleton head, along with the circus board.
Yeah, that was back in 2019.
Yeah, And that lines up with the mimic having a new head in the epilogues.
Because, and Master already got that right? The whole AI basically really adapted. It's all probably makes sense.
Yeah, and what's interesting is even before, like, as soon as, like, when I thought about it, I actually put together that the head was probably taken off to use a circuit boards for a glitch trap without remembering the original, like, head origins teaser. I just thought about it logically, and I'm like, why would his original head be missing and there'd be a new one? It had to have been taken off and used for something. And I'm like, that's where they got that's where they got the circuit boards from.
Speaking of which, my Tanya and I actually had an idea that what if, like, the Tiger Rock head and the Storyteller is the original Mimic head? That's why Edwin, like, freaked out so much.
Oh yeah, that can probably make sense. Like,
I don't know if it's the original head, since I feel like to scan the circuit boards into the game and stuff, they would have had to have taken the head apart to get that.
I mean,
but I don't even know if I think that they came from the original head, the VR stuff.
Well, I mean, the thing is that the head picture is implied origin,
right?
And you can say that's just technically implying it. The origin is the endo, but you could also say it's saying that the origin directly comes from the head specifically.
I mean, yeah,
right.
probably.
The origin of the circuit boards.
I mean, then again, though, they could have probably repaired the head.
See, I did think, though, that the circuit boards used from the head were what was in the tiger head in the Storyteller.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it probably makes sense. Yeah, sorry, go on.
Yeah. But either way, yeah, I think that's where the original brain or whatever is put in, is in the Storyteller tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess perhaps since the Storyteller does probably follow the same programs like as the Outpour Story, recreating the...
Also, like, also, they had to have gotten a way to program the Mimic program into the Storyteller anyway, so they had to have gotten something with it on it. And the tape girl says the client stole some junk and stuff, so that was probably retrieving the Fazbear Entertainment, retrieving the circuit board to be reused, probably for the Storyteller.
And they probably
later in the
timeline. It up again. I also think it probably makes sense how Glitch I was able to get inside the Visaplex, because, you know, since the original circuit board was still from the Mimic head, which I think the Mimic did saw the MCI, hence why it was kind of what they created. Because it was like part of that memory as well. That's why it basically was part of the agony, with the fears and the drool, and how the part was all about mimicking the MCI. And
I think the Model 2s saw the MCI, personally.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, yeah, I mean, safely you could say that, yeah.
But depends on what happened to the Mimic Endo OG one after the Mimic story, and I feel like that's what Secret of the Mimic is probably going to tell us about.
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of more so think that since the Mimic 2s, like, the Mimic 2 was connected to, like, the original Endoskeleton, because I think the original Endoskeleton was used in the old Freddy's, and that really made Song of 6 Children as, like, another creature to influence. That's why it probably makes sense why the... Okay, sorry, go on.
You go ahead.
Because, I mean, I was about to say, it would probably make sense why the 16 tape, the one that basically where, you know, where Glisha would proceed on controlling the next stuff, and transferring the digital conscience to him, would be like, you know, would be the level where William influenced the missing children, like he's the party. They like killing the missing children and influencing them, and the Mimic was like the same thing as well. That's just probably what I think. Gone.
Also, I was just going to say that, and I can't remember if we already talked about this in chat or not, so I apologize if we did, but yeah, I definitely think that the Mimic originally being like the puppet is what all the Nightmarian teasing has been about.
Oh, is that what? That would explain why it came out of the music box, I guess, in the Secret of the Mimic trailer.
Yeah, the Nightmarian stuff was teasing that the Mimic was originally an evil version of the puppet.
Oh yeah, I think probably maybe after when it saw the Mystic Children, it just started to act like the marionette because it saw the marionette.
But
And,
obviously, you know, they couldn't show the Mimic's actual puppet design and stuff.
Yeah, that would reveal too much.
Yeah. It would explain why the Nightmarion staff bots are too, even though they're controlled by Glitch Trap, because they're associated with the Mimic.
Hi, Tangerine Master. Thank you for calling the stream peak.
I mean, technically, I kinda also do think that Nightmarion could technically be Eleanor, but like essence of her, and probably she was like attracted to like the Mimic and his agony. How I think he saw the Mystic Children and probably was connected to Charlie in a way to the point where it takes the form of Nightmarion.
See, that's the thing that's interesting, though, is it's like you say, well, he saw Charlie, and that's why he's acting like the puppet, or he saw them say. But the thing is, assuming that the date in the trailer is when this game is going to take place, this had to have been before the MCI and Charlie died and all of that.
Yeah, I think it would also have to be like before the fight. So technically, it does ask the question though, because didn't technically Charlie died in 1983?
Yeah, but this, yeah, and I think she does in the games too. It's just this is implying this game is in 1979.
That would be when Fredbear's first opens, according to the Silver Eyes.
Yeah. I wouldn't, and with all the Fredbear's posters teasing and shit like that, I wouldn't be surprised if that is what we're gonna learn. That this is supposed to be when Fredbear's open.
Oh, do you think it'll give us Nexus Origins?
I do. I 100% think it's gonna give us Nexus Origins.
Because Nexus is like, because I really think Pizza Sim has to be Fredbear's at this point. I think a lot points towards it.
Yeah.
And
I think. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and Nexus got confirmed by J-Top to be an old machine.
Yeah. So I think what happens is, whatever shit goes down in Secrets of the Mimic and stuff, it does some evil shit, bad shit happens, probably burns down the carnival because there's a film reel that goes out and you see it burning and stuff.
Yep.
So this probably setting that up. So the Mimic did all that, and then they're like, okay, this thing's evil, this thing's a danger, we gotta put it away. And because Fredbear's just opened, then they build MXES there, and then they hide him away in that room.
Oh yeah, I wonder if that would mean you could probably see like Charlie's death or demise. Actually, no, that probably would make sense. Actually, you know, I always thought that Mimic can get like Nightmare on his page. But considering exactly that UCN does talk about how Nightmare on is a beautiful reflection of what William had created, now Nightmare on reference using it as a nightmare, probably also makes sense because his paranormal experience and like into like paranormal journey was pretty much caused by Charlie dying and presenting the dragon.
Yeah. But like, imagine if Scott like retroactively gave that line more meaning and stuff, and that he's literally a reflection of him.
Yeah, that
Because
was.
he's the Mimic who's also Glitch Trap.
Yeah, that's true. That's all true.
Interestingly, and also, by the way, when I say that they seal him in the room in the past, I don't mean that he's sealed in there until ruin. He gets taken out at some point for help wanted, obviously, and then Gregory puts him back in there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then that would explain why when we go into MXES's room, there's already broken nodes. Because I think those nodes were the ones that were originally made to keep Nexus, like, on and, like, in control and the door shut, like, years ago. And then Modern Fazbear Entertainment used their Vanny Network AR bullshit to break them and open the door and get Mimic out of there. And that's why the original ones are destroyed, and Gregory and Vanessa had to create all the new ones in the Plex to get it working again.
I mean, yeah, well, I think the movie absolutely out. I mean, I don't know, basically says the Moog story, especially says the Moog was sent to Fazbear Entertainment. It probably was sent to the original Framecraft Pizzeria. I kind of would think that they probably do eventually block them up in Fredbear's at the end. But at the very least,
Yeah.
lock it up somewhere else.
Yeah, no, I don't think they would
Oh, boy.
have I don't think they would have MXCS be an old machine if we weren't meant to learn how he's made at some point. Especially since we don't even
Yeah.
get what it stands for. Like, they've got to reveal what it stands for at some point.
I
and
feel
this
like-
would be the perfect way to do that.
I feel like it'll stand for something to do with like capturing the mimic. That's my guess.
Yeah, Mimic X. I mean, everyone has always said Mimic X something entrapment system. So that could totally make sense if that's what it is.
I could definitely see that being the case.
Yeah,